I've been a long-term tuner of my G string to A, as many of you may already know, and I'm going to make a good pitch, pun intended, for it here by teaching you to tune the Connacht man's Rambles. And rather than doing it in the normal key of D, we're going to do it in the key of A. It's going to show why tuning your G to A makes a huge amount of difference because of the stretch. But also it gives a lovely low A that resonates right throughout the tune, and then makes it a really fun tune to learn. So key of A, your C sharp, which you need for the start of this tune, rather than being up here on fret 6, it's now here on fret 4, and it just makes no stretch to play. Alright, normally that would be this stretch, and of course because you're stretching from the C sharp, which is here on 6, to the E, which is here on 2, and then you need the open A to make the third note of that first bar, the whole thing gets very stretchy. Tuning it to the A brings everything nice and close together, and you get that beautiful resonance by having the banjo largely tuned to the key of A. So here's a quick run through the tune. I'm going to play it really simply and very slowly so that you can pick out the tune. If you're not used to tuning your G to A, this will take a little bit of getting used to, there's no doubt about that. I'm a huge advocate for it. I think it makes an awful lot of difference to the overall feel of the banjo. But it's not for everybody, and it's by all means ignore this entirely and just learn the tune in D or stretch. So here we go. Connacht man's Rambles, key of A with the G string tuned up to A. It's worth it, just even for the last chord. Let's do one round of the tune. I'm going to keep it simple, but I'm going to play it at a kind of a play-along speed, so that when you get to know the tune, that you'll be able to play along with this one. Let's introduce some simple ornamentation. Again, with jigs, it's always worth noting that the down, up, down is flexible. So you can go down, up, down, up, or down, up, down, down, up, down. But the triplets and the trebles are always going to be down, up, down. And that's important to remember because it'll just keep you on the right side of the down, up, down. Let's start with some simple ornamentation. Let's add in a little bit more complex ornamentation. We're not going to go too wild yet, just going to bring it up a little bit from there. So one of the things I like in that second part is changing where the triplet goes. So you can put the leading triplet by putting it on the downbeat of this part. Or you can kind of lean into the more legato swingy effect by putting the triplet on the F sharp. Each option gives a particular type of flavor. And of course you can do both at the same time, as in you can vary, you don't have to do it for an entire part, you can vary it within the part itself. Here's a version where I'm going to push the boundaries again just another bit in relation to kind of ornamentation and string, a little bit into the variation of the tune as well, just to create a kind of style or an interest, some of the fun stuff that you can do.